Hello everyone, I'm Abby, and I'm a part of Team 9879 Root -1, affiliated with the Don Tyson School of Innovation in Springdale, Arkansas, USA. During our team's 5-year history, we have been fortunate to win the Inspire Award at 4 regional championships. In 2018, we were one of the 4 Inspire Award finalists at the FTC World Championship in Houston, and in 2019, we won the Inspire Award at the Houston World Championship. That led to the incredible honor of being Team USA at the 2019 First Global Challenge in Dubai. Our topic for today is effective strategic planning. We will discuss what a strategic plan is, why your team should have one, how we have defined our strategic plans, and how we use them in moving our team forward, both on and off the playing field. We will begin by answering the question, what is a strategic plan? Not all strategic plans are the same, but they are all documents. They are documents that organizations of all types, corporations, small businesses, schools, and even robotics teams use to define their goals for some time period into the future, maybe 3 to 5 years, how they plan to achieve their goals, and how they will define success in achieving their goals. Many strategic plans begin with identification of the organization's core values, the beliefs or principles that guide the organization. While we would never tell a first team not to identify their own core values, our team has taken the approach to adopt the first core values of expressing gracious professionalism and cooperation through discovery, innovation, impact, inclusion, teamwork, and fun. It makes sense for those to be our core values, and it saves us time that would be spent making a list that is very likely to be similar. Almost all strategic plans include mission and vision statements. The vision statement is typically a broad statement that describes what the organization wants to be by the end of the time period covered. The vision statement is not supposed to address the question, how do we reach our vision? The remainder of the plan does that, starting with the mission statement. An organization's mission statement describes its objectives, answering the question, what does the organization aim to do? The mission statement should be ambitious and force the organization to challenge themselves to be better than they are today. Meeting the objectives defined in the mission statement should result in the organization reaching their vision. Because some organizations do several things, a mission statement may include several parts. For example, a robotics team may have technical and non-technical missions. An organization's mission statement also includes a plan, a list of actions that the organization believes will lead to meeting the objectives. These should be actions that your organization either currently doesn't do well or doesn't do at all. If the mission is appropriately ambitious, then the corresponding action plan should force your organization to improve or to take on new challenges. Actions that all organizations like yours do regularly are not strategic and would not be included in the mission statement. So why would an FTC team want to write a strategic plan? The obvious reason, and the reason we wrote our first strategic plan in 2015 rookie season, is that a team plan is a required element for Connect and Inspire Awards. But the good reasons to write a strategic plan are much less selfish. The process of writing a strategic plan really makes your team think about who you are, who you want to be, and how you could become who you want to be. The strategic plan is a guide to what you actually work on during the off-season, the build season, and the tournament season. The plan reminds you of what you should be doing, and it helps you avoid wastes of time, activities that have merit but are inconsistent with your plan. Good strategic planning involves measuring your success and reflecting on your success. This assessment and evaluation process requires you to track and document your activities, measure your success, discuss your shortcomings, and identify opportunities to take steps forward in subsequent seasons. Our first strategic plan was okay. It was well written and it resulted in some good ideas that we followed up on. We occasionally looked back at the plan to see if we were doing what we had said we would. When judges asked us if we had a strategic plan, we could honestly say yes. but our use of the plan in guiding and improving our team was pretty limited. The defining moment for our team's strategic planning efforts was the awards ceremony at the 2018 FTC World Championship in Houston. Like we mentioned previously, we were thrilled to be one of the 4 finalists for the Inspire Award, but we were still disappointed when we saw that escorts came into the stands at Minute Maid Park to take Team 74-77 Super 7 down to the field. We had admired Super 7 for some time, so we were not surprised that they were selected by the judges. They were better than us on the field, and we had heard great things about their off-the-field efforts. We made the decision at that moment to author a new strategic plan and to use it the right way, to drive our team to improve all aspects of FTC. We listened closely to what was said about Super 7 when they were introduced as the Inspire Award winners. We also listened closely to what was said about the FRC Chairman's Award winner when they were introduced a few minutes later. Authoring a new strategic plan became a top priority for our initial meetings as we began preparing for the 2018-2019 Rover Ruckus season. During the summer of 2018, we developed a new and completely different strategic plan for the 3 upcoming seasons. We chose a 3-season time window because the core of our team was entering the 10th grade, and we wanted to set goals to achieve before they graduated and to carry over to the next generation of team members. Here, you can see the plan that we authored. The first thing to notice is that this strategic plan is 1 page. Our original strategic plan was several pages, difficult to follow, and impossible for the judges to read in the time available to them. Our coaches had seen some effective 1-page strategic plans at their work. We wanted something that the judges could actually read, and we thought a 1-page strategic plan would be easy to incorporate into our judging presentation. Next, let's talk about the vision statement. There are 2 things to notice about the vision statement. First, we defined our vision to be recognized as more than just an FTC team. We aim to be recognized as a model STEM, education, and outreach program. We emphasized this idea by removing the 9879 from our team logo and by including the FTC, FLL, and FLL Junior logos on the plan. At that time, we had already established strong FLL and FLL Junior mentoring programs, and we wanted people to look at our plan to recognize the value that we place on growing first at all levels. Second, our vision established 3 areas of focus that we use to structure the remainder of our plan: robotics engineering, team management, and community engagement. The heart of this strategic plan is the mission and the corresponding strategic actions that we define for each of the 3 areas of focus. In robotics engineering, we reached the point of being competitive at the regional level, but we wanted to be competitive at super regionals and at Worlds. To meet this objective, we established co-mentoring partnerships with other successful FTC teams to exchange and critique design ideas and to offer and receive advice during the build and testing phases of the design process. We established a panel of real-world engineers to critique our design ideas and to offer potential solutions to problems we face throughout the design process. We increased our efforts to use concepts from physics in making design decisions like motor selection or part geometry. We decided to be less reliant on community partners to manufacture our custom parts by increasing our own in-house fabrication capabilities. And we strive to be more innovative in our use of control strategies, both the autonomous and driver-controlled periods. In team management, we always had emphasized diversity within our team, so we wanted our strategic plan to maintain that emphasis. However, we had never done a great job in developing all team members' skills or managing team activities. So, we decided to emphasize development of engineering and leadership skills in the new strategic plan. We accomplished this by developing future members of our teams by managing and mentoring our own FLL teams at our school, creating a more well-defined team structure with specific roles and responsibilities for each job within the structure, establishing technical and non-technical training programs for all team members. Training topics include CAD, Java, using our fabrication equipment, and FLL and FLL Junior mentorship. Using Trello, a free software to plan and document our team's activities. The use of Trello has fundamentally changed our team. Project management is now one of our strengths. We use Trello to manage not only the engineering design process, but also our community engagement activities and the development of our engineering notebook. In community engagement, we were already dedicated volunteers at FIRST events in our region. We had already hosted FLL and FTC events at our partner school, and we were already partners with the University of Arkansas College of Engineering Mindstorms and FLL Junior Summer Camp programs. Community engagement was the number one strength of our team. So we used this new strategic planning effort to take our STEM education activities to the next level. In addition to maintaining our FLL Junior Summer Camp program, we decided to become advocates for increasing FLL Junior participation in our region. We met with lobbying consultants to develop our advocacy skills. We developed a detailed presentation for organizations considering FLL Junior as an activity, and we published materials for running an FLL Junior camp on our website. We have not had as much success with advocacy as we had hoped, but we continue to push this effort. We were on the verge of our biggest success with a local school district when the pandemic hit. Our FTC and FLL mentoring activities had always been local. We expanded the reach of these activities by creating resources on our website for all FTC teams and by seeking mentoring opportunities outside of our region. We have now directly mentored FIRST teams from several of the United States, Australia, Peru, Turkey, Syria, and Eritrea. In addition to our Mindstorm summer camps, our STEM education activities had always included school activities for Hour of Code and National Engineers Week. We expanded the reach of these activities by providing on our website Hour of Code and National Engineers Week lesson plans for K-5 teachers. Although we had multiple years of experience with our summer camps, we had never put forth the effort to assess the effectiveness of these camps. So, we designed and administered pre- and post-tests for both our Mindstorms and FLL Junior Summer Camp programs. For Mindstorms, we demonstrated significant learning outcomes related to the components and programming of Mindstorms robots. For FLL Junior, we demonstrated significant learning outcomes related to the components and programming of WeDo robots, as well as the scientific topic associated with the FLL Junior season. The final thing to note about this strategic plan is the footer, the names of the FTC judged awards. We want the judges to know that we have considered the criteria for all the awards, and we had another idea, using the strategic plan to organize our judging presentation and to get the judges thinking about awards. We have always used visual aids, most often PowerPoint slides, as a part of our judging presentation. In the 2018-2019 Rover Ruckus season, we kicked off our judging presentation with a quick summary of our new strategic plan with the strategic plan visible on the screen. Then, the material we presented to the judges followed the outline: team management, community engagement, robotics engineering. As we discussed each of our strategic focus areas, we would keep that part of the strategic plan on the screen. For example, here is one of our team management slides, the slide that was on the screen when we discussed our use of Trello. You will notice that this is not only in the team management portion of the strategic plan on the screen, but we also have underlined the specific strategic action being addressed. We also have underlined in the footer the judged awards that we believe are relevant to what is being presented at that time. We provide the judges with printed copies of our slides as part of our engineering notebook. During deliberations, if they are discussing our team's candidacy for an award, they can refer back to our slides to see why we believe we might be a good candidate for that award. Here is one of our community engagement slides. Here is one of our robotics engineering slides. However, we use the robot itself as our primary visual aid when we are discussing our engineering design process. This slide includes videos of our robot performing autonomous routines. An important part of the strategic planning process is attempting to assess and evaluate your success in meeting your mission. Assessment includes quantitative and qualitative measurement of success. So like many teams, we count things like the number of events we hosted, the number of participants we reached, and the hours of service we performed. But we also believe that tournament results matter. In 2018-2019, we were the winning alliance captain at the Alabama Championship, and we had our first ever winning record at the Houston World Championship. We won the Inspire Award at Alabama Championship and at the Houston World Championship. In 2019-2020, we were again the winning alliance captain in Alabama, and we won the Inspire Award at the Arkansas Championship. Evaluation includes drawing conclusions based on the assessment results. While we have had 3 incredible seasons, we try to never be satisfied. At the end of each season, we critique ourselves relative to each strategic action, and we define even more specific actions intended to take our team to an even higher level. This continuous improvement process is the most important part of strategic planning. The evaluation process at the end of the 2019-2020 season was interesting for 2 reasons. First, we believe that we have achieved our vision. Our Houston Inspire Award, our selection as first Global Team USA, and our subsequent success in 2019-2020 led us to conclude that we have been recognized as a model STEM education and outreach program with sustained excellence in robotics engineering, team management, and community engagement. Second, even though we had 1 year to go on the plan, we were faced with the loss of 7 graduating seniors, the core of our team. Our 2021 team has only 4 combined years of FTC experience. We decided that it was time for a new strategic plan. That new plan is now on the screen. The first thing to notice about our new strategic plan is the new vision statement. Because our team is now comprised of mostly young students with very little first experience, we believe the previous vision statement is too ambitious. The new vision statement returns focus to FTC only and defines focus areas of mechanical design, control systems, and community service. This narrower vision is supported by returning to our original team logo and removing the FLL and FLL Junior logos. The phrase internationally competitive implies that we still plan to excel in all aspects of FTC, maintain a high-quality engineering notebook, and deliver professional quality judging presentations. The new mission statement reflects the redefined focus areas, but you will notice that several of the strategic actions remain unchanged. In mechanical design, we still plan to use our engineering advisory panel, physics-based custom design, and in-house fabrication. Based on past frustration with some aspects of our design, we have added emphasis on stability, durability, and speed. In control systems, we still plan to use our advisory panel and innovative algorithms. Again, based on some past frustrations, we have added emphasis on reliability, maintainability, and aesthetics. In community service, we plan to continue our advocacy efforts and assessment efforts, but because we have a mostly new team, we have placed renewed emphasis on promoting first and serving our sponsors and supporters. We hope you have found this presentation on strategic planning useful. We welcome your questions, and if there is anything we can do to assist your team's strategic planning efforts, please reach out to us FTC9879 on Twitter, or by email at ftc9879@gmail.com. Thank you.